All right, on this project we have a Roman style tub faucet that we need to change the cartridges on. So you can see we got a little drip going on here. So we need to change out the cartridges on this, and this is a dual handle Roman tub faucet style. So you're gonna want to use the Moen 1248 cartridges. You'll need 2 of them for this project. So we get some stuff and shut the water off and get started. And yes, you want to make sure the water is shut off at your lowest point at, say, your shut off valve outside, and then turn on a water hose to go ahead and bleed out the area. And also you can do it with the kitchen faucet. That would probably be on the opposite side of the house, depending on where your bathroom is. But yeah, you want to make sure you get all the water shut off and out of the line before you attempt to take these cartridges out, because you will get a lot more water than what you have going on here. So let me get set up and get this going. All right, first what I did for the moment is turn the handles, both of them on, to get any remaining pressure out of the line, so we can go ahead and get these to come off. So we're down to a few drips now. It's trickling down. So as soon as that line is clear, we'll go ahead and get these off. Okay, the way we get these off, these are a little different. They do not have an Allen key anywhere on these. So the way these come off is by holding the handle and twisting this part here. Let's see if I can do it. I loosened it already. Just to show you. And that comes right off. When you're taking faucets apart and you want to make sure how they go back on together, kind of set them in place on the order that you took them out, so you know how they go back in, or take some pictures. This is just sitting on there. So next off, we want to get this off for the moment, because there is a retainer sleeve in here that we need to take off. So there's a screw inside there. Let's get a screwdriver, stick it down in there, unscrew it, and this sleeve will come right out. Make sure you're in the off position. See if I can prop this up. No, not yet, not enough yet. There it is. A magnetic tip screwdriver does help for this. This should come right out. Just like that. If you don't have a brass one of these in there, you can get the plastic ones to stick in there and cut it to the height that you would need it at. This is the direction it was currently in. So now you want to use one of these. It's a cartridge retainer, I forgot what it's called. Cartridge nut retainer removable tool. You can get it from Moen. It goes in there. It's the only way to get this sleeve out, which is right there. It's hard to see it, but this goes in there and untwists it, just like this right here. Let me get something now. All right, once you got the retainer sleeve to pull this all the way out, let's spin this out by hand. Get the rest of it out, put it to the side. Insert your brass rod back inside. It is directional. You also want to take a picture or take memory, if I can focus on it, which direction that is facing, because that is your on and off. So you want to be able to insert the next one the exact same way. So to get the cartridge out, we want to stick this back in. Let it seat in there. Put the screw back in. This screw you want to go back in, the same one you took out. Okay. So now you want to use some kind of plier to pull it out. And let's get this out. Let me get my pliers. I'm going to use this. I'm going to open it up a little bit, actually. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Let me put this down for a moment. I don't have a prop with me today to hold this up. No? No? Yeah. All right. All right, you want to kind of just pull this out. We'll kind of slowly work it out, little by little. Try not to scratch the brass or anything. Pull your fitting right out. And keep note which direction it was facing. This one is facing this way. So, and that's how you get the cartridge out. I'm inspecting this one. See where the issue was. I think it's on the next one. All right, so take the screw out and make sure your next one is the right one, which we already know it is. And yeah, get ready to insert the next one in. All right, now what you want to do is put this one back on to the new cartridge. Match it up. There we go. And then you want to get the screw, put it back inside. And again, a magnetic screwdriver does help with this part. Hold on, gotta put, let me see if I can do this again. Ta-da, did it easier that time. Snug your screw back down. There. What I like to do, usually when I'm putting these in, some cartridges come with a little silicone grease, some don't. So I like to add just a little silicone grease to make it just a little easier to slide down. And I just do a really, really tiny bit. So then slide it back in the hole the same way it came out. Make sure I'm in the direction I was in. Push it down to where it is back snug. There. And that's why the grease helps out for that part. So then what you want to do after this is take that screw back out, pull your brass fitting, your brass shaft back out, and then your retainer sleeve, you want to insert this back in, screw it back down, and then insert your brass piece, your brass shaft back down in with the screw. Reverse pretty much of what you did to take it out. There we go. Should be up. Should be able to pull your shaft right off of it. Set that back to the side. Retainer screw back in. Or retainer sleeve. I'm used to calling things screws. Use your retainer tool lined up to screw it back in. And again, we're back to having a little patience because there's hundreds of little threads down there that this is going to go down. And it's going to take a moment. Once I can get the sleeve past here, it'll help balance this more and make it a little bit easier. And now that it's past this part here, it's less likely for the cartridge tool, the sleeve tool, to the retainer tool to slip. Easier to keep it guided now. It's just a lot of threading to get it back down there. All right, get snug. Put your brass shaft back in there. It should be directional, so it should just find its slot, fit right on. Put your brass fitting back on, or your brass decoration piece, however you want to call it. Get the screw back in there. Snug that up. Put your faucet piece back on. Make sure it's catching your threads. It is. Give it just a little pull. Make sure it was catching your threads. And screw it back down. Takes a little bit. And we're about there. And we're there. And that's how you go ahead and change the Roman style tub cartridges on a dual cartridge faucet. All right, this is the Roman style dual handle or left and right handle for the Moen style faucet for the Roman style tub. It is all done. We have no more drippage. This homeowner will be very, very happy. Here's your two bad cartridges right here. So yeah, we got the new ones in. And yeah, that's how it goes. So if you need to change the retainer ring inside or screws, or if your faucet does not have that brass shaft on it, you can order this part number. You can get it through Home Depot or other sites. Part number is 106378. This comes with they're plastic, but they are the replacements for those brass shafts if you do not have it in there. You can also cut it to size if you need to. You got your retainer nuts in here. They're shorter than the ones I pulled out, but if you need to replace those, there's those. You got extra screws in here, which are here. So I always like to keep this on hand just in case there's issues, because you don't know how bad or good something is going to be when you pull it out of the area from underneath the handles itself. It's always good to have extra parts. I usually keep them in stock for myself for when I'm in clients' homes. And for the cartridges, here are your two bad cartridges that will be pulled out. And the replacement part for that again was the Moen 1248 two-handle Roman tub replacement cartridges. So these for me, I had the special order because they were not locally in the Tri-County area that I live in, but I got them in about 2 days. So anyhow, thanks for watching. I hope everyone's cool with this. I hope it helps you guys out on these Roman style tubs. And like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Later.